I am demonstrating some stretches what are really good for your hips, and it's especially important to have limber hips and spine as equestrian. But anybody would benefit from this. Lots of people, because they sit so much, have tight hip flexors. So this one addresses your hip flexor and quadricep really well. What you want to do is have cushion under the knee so that your bones are not against the hard surface. You want to have the hip forward, head up, abs tight, shoulders down. And this stretch you could hold for a minute on each side. If you are tight, it may feel quite painful. If it feels too tight and painful and you can't breathe or you can't relax, just move the knee a little bit forward and then it becomes more bearable. Stretching should not feel like you are straining. It should be feeling like stretching, but it shouldn't feel like you are in agony. Alright, so next stretch, I'm going to show you hip stretch, and that one, seated. There are many ways to do this. I like this seated version. So you are going to put ankle over your knee, and I see often people doing this stretch so that they let their ankle kind of just flop, what means that you actually are avoiding to stretch your hip. So make the ankle L-shaped, keep the knee out. You shouldn't feel any pressure in your knee, the rotation is from the hip. Sit up tall, keep your back straight, and you want to think about pushing the hips back as you are leaning forward. So you don't want to be rounding like this. Again, this would give illusion of the stretch. Same thing like this one. So now look how I can go deeper down, but I'm not actually stretching my hip. So having a good posture is important in any stretching, and keeping the back straight, neck long, shoulders down, and breathing here. I like to hold this for the duration of 3 or 5 deep inhalations and exhalations, and then switch sides, alternate the sides at least 3 times, preferably 5 times. So that's a great hip stretch. Next one for equestrians, often we get tight inner thighs, and this is quite common with the general population also. So anybody would benefit. So on this one, let me actually move the chair out of the way. So on this one, you want to have wide legs. You keep the weight on your heels, and then you squat down, keep the weight on a squatting heel, keep the knee above that heel, other heel is down, and pull the toes toward the knee. And you want to keep the heel down. So again, common error is to let the weight go on a toe so that you don't have to stretch your hip. And alternating the sides, I like to do 10 on each side, holding 3 exhalations here, all the way up and go down. If you are tight and it's hard to go this low, so you could do it so that you rest onto the thigh, and that also helps to push the knee out. Often people do it so that their knee is in, again no stretching at the hip. So you could do it that way, or you could even hold onto a desk or something if needed. But the goal is that you would be able to eventually get quite low there. Alright, so then for thoracic mobility and shoulders, I like doing this thoracic mobility windmill with the upper body. So you are going to be twisting the torso and rotating the arms to opposite directions. And again, 10 to each direction would be a great number. so that the video is not so long, I did less of the reps. You want to keep the shoulder blades down. So it's important that you keep the shoulders away from ears and lengthen to the fingertips, keeping your shoulder blades connected to the torso. Keep your abs engaged, good posture. All right, so for core, I really like bird dog exercise. It should feel like plank pose. It's possible to do it without engaging the abs at all, and you don't get much benefit from that. So if you want to strengthen your core, make your abs work. So you want to feel like you would be doing a plank pose, abs super tight, but you are on your hands and knees. So like I am lordotic, so my spine likes to be in a arch up position. So by engaging my abs and engaging the lats, I tighten my core. So it's kind of like shrink wrap. Just everything is tight in a core and I'm very stable. And in a bird dog, you lengthen the opposite arm and leg and keep lifting the abs. So if I wouldn't engage my abs, my spine would be doing this. So to strengthen my core, I keep the abs and lats and my glute tight. So it's the left glute what is working here. Crunch, getting a little bit spinal mobility, pull the abs in, back to the plank. So this exercise is really good, strengthens the core, builds up mobility and stability. And then of course you would do the other side. So again, 10 on each side is a great number. Abs engage, shoulders. So see here how my shoulder blade is not connecting to the core, shoulders at the ear. So I'm engaging the lats. Lats are here, feel it tightening. Keep the abs in, crunch, lengthen, abs tight. Make sure hips stay level, shoulders stay level. So there is of course a ton of other exercises what could be done, but these 5 different exercises are really nice, help the mobility, stability, get your abs working and improve spinal mobility, shoulders and your hips. Thank you.